Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we are going to learn how to make 2D animation videos without any drawing experience. So before we go on to the tutorial, let's watch the video that we are going to make so you'll have a basic idea of what to expect.
AI is everywhere. You can't escape it, even if you wanted to. Welcome back to my channel, where we dive deep into the wild world of tech and business. Today, we're tackling a brutal truth. Did you know that 95% of AI companies crash and burn within their first year or two? You've seen the hype, billions of dollars poured into AI. Unicorn AI companies popping up overnight. But behind the scenes, zero profit. It's a graveyard of broken dreams. Today, we're breaking down the top reasons why, backed by real data from MIT and industry reports. First off, is that 95% number real? Well, close enough. A 2025 MIT report found 95% of enterprise AI pilots deliver zero ROI, but for startups, it's even grimmer. Research from AI4SP and CB Insights tracking hundreds of AI ventures shows 92% fail overall, with 90% folding in the first year or two, way higher than the 63% average for regular tech startups. And get this, private investors predict 85% of AI companies will be out by 2028. Why? It's not just bad luck. AI is hot, but it's also expensive, complex, and overhyped. General startups fail at 90% within 5 to 10 years, but AI amps it up with unique pitfalls. Let's unpack the top reasons. Reason number 1, no real market demand. Building something nobody wants. 38% of AI startups flop because they launch without validating market demand. They code first, ask questions later. CB Insights says this jumps to 42% for AI specifically. Think about it, you create an AI-powered chat app for niche industries, but turns out, customers are fine with Google or existing tools. Example? Legal Mind raised millions on killer benchmarks, 94.7% accuracy, but shut down because lawyers wouldn't pay for it. Lesson: start with customer pain points, not tech demos. Survey your market early. Second reason, no defensible moat. Most AI startups build wrappers on top of big models like GPT-4 or Claude. No unique data, no patents, no network effects. They're easy to clone. Clarify's 2026 analysis says this is why 90% of AI natives fail in year 1. If your innovation is just a fancy prompt layer, giants like Microsoft or OpenAI can replicate it overnight. Remember Vision AI? $80 million raised, then poof, absorbed into Google. Build a moat with proprietary data or vertical expertise. Next is sky-high costs and operational chaos. Costs eat you alive. AI needs massive compute, data, and talent. We're talking millions in GPUs alone. Operational challenges doom 54% of AI startups, per AI4SP's 2024-25 surveys. Training models? Bills rack up fast, and if your unit economics suck, for example, API calls cost more than you charge, you're sunk. Plus, scaling? Forget it without infrastructure. Many burn through VC cash on hype without revenue. Pro tip, bootstrap with off-the-shelf tools first, focus on profitability early. Next reason is monetization mess-ups. AI startups often slap on SaaS pricing without thinking, but Gen AI commoditizes everything. AI4SP notes this traps founders in debt per customer. Price based on value, like per task displaced, not per query. And don't please everyone, focusing on vocal minorities kills 20% of ventures. True customer obsession means solving real problems efficiently, not feature bloating for all. Next, team and talent gaps. AI needs interdisciplinary pros, not just coders, but experts in psychology, ethics, and business. Hiring biases lead to blind spots, per 2025 studies. 35% of failures tie to skill shortages or burnout. MIT highlights that internal AI builds fail 95% of the time without experts. Solution: diversify early, get mentors, and partner with academics. AI isn't just tech, it's human-tech interaction. Last reason, AI hype and misaligned expectations. Investors threw $200 billion at AI in 2025, valuing potential over profits. But as Srinivas Rao points out, 99% could die by 2026 because their brittle wrappers dependent on big tech. Regulatory hurdles, energy constraints, and poor data readiness add fuel. Clarify says misaligned expectations doom most startups. AI isn't magic, it's messy. So how would someone navigate this chaos around to success? You need to solve real problems first, buy tools instead of building everything. 67% success rate there, validate early, and build sustainably. If you're an aspiring founder, focus on boring, profitable use cases, not shiny benchmarks.
Okay guys, so you've seen the video and if you are still here, you are probably wondering how to do it, right? Okay, I'll try to explain things from the beginning. So the first thing first, we need a script. We need a YouTube script. So what I did was I went to Grok and asked it to generate a script for me. So as you can see, this is a script that Grok gave me. So I want a YouTube script on why 90% AI companies fails in the first year or two. So it gave me a script, a pretty good one actually. It has visual indicators and all the reasons which I asked for. Okay, so the next step was I converted this script to my own. Let me show you that one. So this is the script that I converted. We have the opening hook, visuals, audios, voiceovers, scene one, all the way up to 9 scenes. I use the same template, again, visuals and voiceovers. Okay, the next step is to generate all the visuals for our video. To do that, I use Grok to generate all the content for me. Uh, Let me show you some of it. So these are some newspaper images and the character that we are going to animate. So this is the character, and I converted the pictures to videos again using Grok. I think I got a few variation of the same character. I also converted them to GIF animation, but I'll show you how to do that in the next step. Let me go through the content first. We have the opening hook, images and some sound effects. Scene 1, again, images with background removed. Scene 3, all the way up to scene 9, again, the same images that we are going to use, and a font file. So this font, I downloaded it from 1001 font page. So this one is actually commercially free to use. Not all of them are. So be careful when you're downloading font from those guys. Okay, so in the next step, we need to convert those videos into GIF animation. To do that, I'm going to use Videocraft Studio. Let me go to their website first. Open up Google, type in Videocraft Studio. So this studio came out in I think last year, and it is really good value for your money. I'm saying this because right now it only costs $27 for lifetime deal, and unlike other studios, they don't have any upsells. So all the functionality and all the styles are available to you right out of the box, right? So they do have some videos, so you can watch them on how the studio works. These are actually pretty old ones because I've seen more functionalities and more styles than this. And since they don't have any upsells, you can use them free. So thumbs up for that. Okay, so I'm gonna sign into my studio now. So let's type in my username and my password. Okay, guys, so this is the initial view of the studio. So I'll go through each panel quite quickly. So you have add scene panel, you can add scenes to your video, and upload file section where you can upload your resources, and also a browse file section where you can browse your uploaded resources basically, and a timeline. And to your right side, you have properties panel. It will show you root properties and the object properties, and drawing tool panel, the canvas itself, and the menu bar, and down below is the action bar. And in timeline, you also have a scrubber, right? You can move around. I'll go through each panel and core functionality of the studio in a later video. But for now, what I want to do is convert those videos into GIF animation. To do that, we need to find out the video's dimension. So I'm gonna go back to my videos. Click on properties, details, get the frame width and the frame height. Well, in this case, it's 464 by 688. Okay. Now I'm gonna change the canvas size to match the video's dimension. So delete the first object and scroll down, you'll see video resolution, video width 464 by 688, right? And guys, I converted the video to GIF animation. What I found was that when you convert the video to GIF animation, you have a video on the GIF animation itself has a white strip around the border, so it wouldn't look right when we add that to the our video. But what I found was when you increase the grid columns and grid rows, it actually goes away. So what I did was actually copy the video width and video height to grid rows and update the canvas itself. So as soon as you do this, you see the canvas goes gray. It because it's drawing so much grid columns and grid rows in a small area. So if you want to see the background, all you have to do is click on the canvas and you see the show grid option on top of the root properties. You can just turn it off. Okay, so you have the background now. Now what I want to do is upload our video. So go to browse. In this case, I'm gonna convert one video for you. C1, open it up and upload. You can actually play it. Okay, now what I want to do is convert this to a GIF animation. To do that, I'm gonna stretch the video itself to match exactly the canvas size. So we wouldn't have any white strips, right? So I'm gonna give numbers here. Start column 0 and end column 464. Start row 0, end row 688. Great. Now, if you see the timeline, you see there's like a fade in phase and stays on the screen for a bit and it fades out. So in Videocraft, it every object has three phases. So it's basically enter animation, screen time, and exit animation. So if you play the video, preview the object itself, see it's fade in to the canvas and plays the GIF animation, and after the it's done, it fades out. Okay, so in this case we don't need those phases. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna just drag the bar, make them 0, right? Okay, you can even do timing from here. Okay, to do this, all you have to do is go to render. Now they give you two options, video or GIF. Choose GIF. So I'm gonna choose GIF and give it a name, C1. Confirm. So if you go to renders in progress, you can see the C1 is initializing. So I'll come back after it's done and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so our GIF has done rendering. To see that, let's go to our browse file section, go to renders, completed, GIF and C1. So like I said, I converted all the videos to GIF animation. To see the C1 GIF, you have to do, you can either play it or download it. So I already downloaded it to my computer. See? Okay guys, so I converted all those videos to GIF animation. Let me show you. See? So at this point, we have all the content that we need to make our video. Okay, so let's go back to our studio. We don't need this now. What I'm going to do now is open up a new project. To do that, go to settings, new project. We don't need to save this, so I'm going to discard it. All right, now we have a new project. The first thing I like to do is set up my environment. Okay, to do that, let me delete the object, and I like to increase my grid and grid rows to 32, 80. 18. Okay, the next step is to save this as a template. So every time when I'm working on a new project, I can just reload this my initial project and work on it. To do that, what going to do now is save this as a template. So you can save as a template and a project name. I already have some saved template. What I'm going to do now is save this as a YouTube for template T1. Okay. So the next time when I come into the studio, I can just go to project, go to my saved project, go to YouTube, under YouTube T1. You can see the project. We have two options actually: add to current scene and load project. I'll go through what those are mean. But for now, when you click on load project, it loads the project. Okay, it loads the saved project. All right. Now the next thing we need to do is make our opening scene, opening hook, and scene. Uh, okay, let's browse our file then. Go to browse, go to opening hook, select them all, upload. Okay. Okay, now it uploaded all the pictures to the canvas. What I want to do is now make the flashing effect, right? Uh, to do that, actually, you can either do it manually, one by one, or you can use the video config and use AI to arrange them for you. What I mean by is the video craft has a feature that it can represent your video in a JSON format. So a text-based AI can understand your video and make modification to your video, right? So like I said, we do have a lot of object which I can do one by one, quite time consuming, but I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do now is open up video config. So this is the prompt. It represents your video in a JSON format. What I want to do now is give instruction to place those images the way I wanted. So I do have a prompt prepared. What I want to do now, uh, make the images that start with F1 to F8, make the entire next duration time to 0, and screen time to 0.2 seconds, and start one after another. Also place them between column 4 and 28 and row 2 and 16. Adjust the audio time as well. So at this point, you can use any text-based AI. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use Grok as usual. Copy the prompt first, open up Grok, and paste your prompt. Okay, so it given me a result in JSON. What I'm going to do now is copy it, go back to our studio, and paste the result in AI result panel, and hit convert. It says it's a valid, it's okay, and save configuration. That's it. Wow. So it saved me a lot of time actually. But the audio, if he put the audio in the end, what I want to do now is mesh the audio with the flashing effect. I'm gonna just drag them to the beginning. Oh, okay. So the flashing effect is done. Uh, what I want to do now is add maybe highlighted area to the AI word itself to do that, what I'm going to do now is draw a yellow area on the canvas. Okay, so open up your drawing tools. Let's go to solid, rectangle, fill. I don't need the stroke. Fill with something yellowish. Okay, let's draw. All right. So one more thing, when you are drawing on Videocraft, when you click on any of the tools, any of the drawing tools, it goes drawing mode. So you can't interact with the canvas itself. To do that, you need to exit out of the drawing mode. But before doing that, you need to save whatever you drawn to your canvas, right? So select the drawing that you need to save, and you have options. Just save it. Okay, so it has added to your canvas, but at the end of it, if you move the time scrubber, see, you can see it. What I want to do now is make them to 0 as well. And I don't need the faces here to my highlighted area. So what I'm going to do now is make them to 0 and stretch the screen time to match the flashing effects end time. So basically somewhere up here. Cool. Now the thing is, it needs opacity applied. To do that, I'm gonna apply keyframe as well. So exit out of your drawing mode. Okay, and select keyframe mode and apply your keyframe. So it's gonna add an extra keyframe to your object. It's because it needs a default keyframe to add a path animation, but I'll go how to add path animation in later video. But for now, click on your second keyframe and change the opacity to 1.5. Okay, now what I did was I added a third keyframe and to the object and didn't do anything because it copies the last keyframe properties. What I did was I dragged the second keyframe to match the video's 0 point. Okay, all right. As you can see, now the opacity has applied. If you preview it, okay, great. I'm gonna stretch the last picture out a bit. Okay, now we have the flashing effect. Now let's go back to our script and see what else we need. Open up our script. Now we have the visuals, flashing images of AI newspaper headline, quick cuts, high energy, camera shutter clicks, layered over dramatic, rising music starting, music sting. AI we need a voiceover, right? AI is everywhere. You can't escape it. To do, you can actually add easy voiceover in Videocraft. Copy the voiceover text. Let's go back to our studio. Now, right click, add voiceover. Yeah, voiceover, and it has a loads of characters you can choose from. I like the best Matthew US English. also has some emotional settings as well. I'm going to use happy, uh, maybe excited. You can preview the voice.
Hi, I'm Matthew. Welcome to VideoCraft.
Okay, let's just add the generated voice.
AI is everywhere. You can't escape it, even if you wanted to. Welcome back to my channel, where we dive deep into the wild world of tech and business. Today, we're tackling a brutal truth.
What I'm going to do now is adjust them a little bit.
AI is everywhere. You can't escape it, even if you wanted to. Welcome back to my channel, where we dive deep into the wild world of tech and business. Today, we're tackling a brutal truth.
Great. So the opening hook is done. What I want to do now is group all of the objects together. To do that, I'm going to select all of them. Just keep your shift key pressed and click each object. Multiple objects selected, group selected object, position, and start timing. Cool. All right. Now the opening hook is done. What I want to do now is go on to our first scene. Let's go back to our scene, do the first scene, and I'll come back and explain what I did. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I've done the first scene. Let me show you what I've done so far.
Brutal truth. Did you know that 95% of AI companies crash and burn within their first year or two? You've seen the hype, billions of dollars poured into AI. Unicorn AI companies popping up overnight.
Okay, so I use the same template, but choose different styles to enter and the exit animation time. So I left. Let's go back to our first scene. I added all the visuals and voiceovers, and left out the last visual and last voiceover. So I'm gonna do that now. So let's generate the voiceover first. Copy our text. Add voiceover. I'm gonna choose Matthew.
Of it. It's a graveyard of broken dreams.
Okay, now that we have our voiceover, let's add our picture. I already uploaded it to my resources. Take graveyard, add to current scene. Now we need to adjust the enter time. I choose 0.2 seconds for each animation enter time. 0.2, and the timing function I've chosen is out. Okay,
Profit. It's a graveyard of broken dreams.
just increase the screen time.
It's a graveyard of broken dreams.
Now I'm gonna increase the basic size of the image. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Now, uh, right now the entire animation is fading. I don't want that. What I want is I need it to slide in from the right side. So as I said, they give you a lot of animation styling, and you can choose the end animation style. Right now it is fading. What I want is to slide in from maybe left to the right, left. Okay.
Profit. It's a graveyard of broken dreams.
So you don't have to worry about timing. It automatically matches the enter timing to animation. Now, what I need is to add keyframe to make it smaller and move aside. One more thing, you can only add keyframes at screen time, so you cannot add them in exit animation timing or enter animation timing. Uh, Select toggle the keyframe mode and
It's a graveyard of broken dreams.
just click somewhere on the timeline, on the object itself actually. Uh, so automatically, like I said, automatically it adds a two keyframe by default, and select the second one. So I don't want to change the position of the picture by the second keyframe. After the second keyframe, I want it to change the position and keep it make it smaller. So add another keyframe. So I don't want any changes between these two keyframe. I want the change to be applied on the after the second and the third keyframe. So select the third keyframe and move it around. It actually helps if you have this time scrubber on the keyframe itself. So move it around and decrease the width and the height. Okay, like so. Another thing, when you have keyframe applied, try not to drag or resize the image itself by the resize handle, because it's only to change the original size of the image. Okay, so to change the size of the keyframe, actually use the properties that's been given to you. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So it's gonna move into our position and scale it down. See, that's it. Easy peasy.
It's a graveyard of broken dreams. Today, we're breaking down the top reasons why, backed by real data from MIT and industry reports.
All right, cool. Now it fades in. It fades out by the end of it. But the others don't match exactly to the last picture. What I'm going to do now is actually uh, decrease them. Just drag them to match the timing. Cool. Now let's group them. So when you're grouping objects, the first object which you are selecting, it is the parent object. So other objects are basically children of that parent object. So basically, yeah, the first object is the parent object. Sorry, you need to keep your shift key pressed and select object. You can also say it from the canvas itself actually. All right, cool. So it's done. The first scene is done, right?
Gains. Zero profit. It's a graveyard of broken dreams. Today, we're breaking down the top reasons why, backed by real data from MIT and industry reports.
All right. So for the second scene, what I'm going to do now is add another scene. So Videocraft is special because it only renders the selected scene. So right now I have added a new scene, but when I move the time scrubber, you can't see anything. That because I have the second scene selected. If you go down on the timeline, you see we don't have anything yet on the second scene to show. Uh, so it only renders the select scene. It actually gives you two benefit because since this is a cloud product, uh, it loads really fast comparing to other studios, and when you coming back when you have a lot of scenes, when you're coming back to a project, you can just work on the selector scene itself, so you don't have to like wait around for render the other scenes, and you don't need a high powerful computer to render all that content, right? So it only renders the selected scene. So that's the two benefit that you're gonna get with Videocraft. Okay. For this, let's go back to our script in the scene 2. So this is where we're gonna introduce our 2D character. Remember, we made a GIF animation from the videos. So this is where we're gonna introduce him and some voiceovers. So let's add our character to our screen. Uh, let's go on from there, right? So keep in mind one more thing. Even though it's rendered scene separately, the timeline is one object. If you think about it, so if you have a object, let's say in the scene 2, I'm gonna add pie chart thing again to my second scene. Let's keep them 0. So see, you do see the object on the second scene, but if you look at the timing, it start at 0 from this position. So if you render the video like this, you see the pie chart at 0 time on top of this our AI flashing effect. So be careful when you are separating scenes. The timeline is one object. So yeah, so let's delete that for now. So everything I need after this time, 31st second of our time, right? So let's introduce our character. I'm gonna browse, go to our scene, GIF, C5. Now you might be wondering why we need to convert it to GIF animation from video rather than using the video itself. It's because Videocraft has some special functionality, so you can animate the GIF uh, quite animate the GIF itself has what I say has more functionality. So it can stop the GIF, or you can speed up the GIF for between certain keyframe. So yeah, that's why we needed to convert it to a GIF animation. I'll explain it to you in a second. So I found C5 is the best uh, animation for our scene. Let's open up, upload it. See, it like I said, when you uploading the object, it automatically adds the uploaded object after your first scene ended. But you can uh, drag this to whatever time you would like, but it adds automatically, so it makes it easy. Anyway, so okay, now we have your character. Okay, good. uh, the problem is that the video background doesn't match our gift character's background. So actually I'm going to change the background color to match the background of our GIF. Cool. Let's play that again. All right. So on the second scene, what I want actually make the stage here, and the character is speaking on a stage. So I already uploaded some. I think I've already got some a stage somewhere. Rows of people and the spotlight. So I'm gonna upload them right now. All right. What I want is to I'm gonna lock the uh, crowd one because it is on the foreground, so I can't actually go behind the object to access other objects. So I'm gonna actually lock it. Okay. Cool. All right. Right now we have the fade animation set up for every object, but what I want is to add doodle style. Videocraft actually provide a doodle styling. So what I'm going to do now is actually unlock the crowd here, and for enter animation style, I'm gonna choose pencil draw style 3 with hand. Cool. And after drawing the crowd, I'm gonna throw the spotlight. So actually, sorry, you need to lock the object again because it takes up the whole canvas. Okay. And you can actually add integrate a sound effect as well. Pretty cool actually. Not on the preview time, so it will add the rendering sound at the rendering time. Cool. Now what I want is to drag the bar and increase the screen time, right? All right. Now what I need is the voiceover. Let's go back to our scene. Matthew, happy, excited.
First off, is that 95%
All right, now I'm actually gonna drag the screen time to match the voiceover. So, you know what? I just fit it to the screen. Much easier. Okay.
First off, is that 95% number real?
I said that we can animate the character itself by gift. So you say that right now the gift is set to loop. So keep it loop. And when you adding keyframe, just select the keyframe and select the GIF. I'll show you. So see when you added a keyframe and the object is a gift, you have two more options like play and play speed. So at this point, it is playing, and I actually want it to stop playing after that keyframe. So I'm gonna tick off the play. See, now the gift has stopped playing. Now if I want to play again, add another keyframe and tick off play. So it's gonna play after that point, right? And you can also speed up between two keyframes, but I won't do that for now. So if I play
First
the,
off, is that 95?
so if I preview the video again,
First off, is that 95% number real? Well, close enough. A 2025 MIT report found 95% of enterprise AI pilots deliver zero ROI.
actually I want it to stop on this keyframe as well. All right. So we do have the variation body movements of the same character. So later on, I'm gonna add him on top of this body movement, so he won't repeat the same body movement over and over. Uh, we also need to add the Vesuvius. So the he animate its mouth. He will lip sync. His the character will lip sync. As a tip, if you are adding resumes to your video, make sure to add them at the end. You can adjust them very easily because it is adding so much objects and kind of hard to manage the video. And okay, so
First off, is that 95% number real?
for now, our second scene is done. The next, what I'm going to do now is go back to our scene. As you can see, we follow the same template in scene 3, scene 4, scene 5, just as same as the scene 1. So what I'm going to do now is complete all 9 scenes, right? And I'll come back and tell you how to do the resumes, right? How to make the character lip sync, right? Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I've done the third scene. Let me show you what I've done so far. So what I did actually was combine all the scenes, all the remaining scenes into one scene because I didn't have any, I didn't have much objects. So we have the second scene. And as you can see, uh, if you move the time scrubber, you can see there's an object below the second scene. So I'm going to select that one. So it's automatically go jump to the third scene, right? Okay. So let me just play a little bit of the scene which I made.
Reason number 1, no real market demand. Building something nobody wants. 38% of AI startups flop because they launch without validating market demand. 94.7% accuracy.
It has some
But check.
voiceovers.
Lesson, start with customer pain points, not tech demos. Survey your market early. Second reason, no defensible moat. Most AI startups build wrappers on top of big models like GPT-4 or Claude. No unique data, no patents, no
Okay, you've seen the video before, so I'm going to explain what I did here. So we have the first object, right? This picture. Like I said, in VideoCraft, they give you a enter animation and exit animation phase. So for this image, I've chosen for the enter animation, uh, side reveal from bottom. It comes up from the bottom, and after that, it has the screen time, and by the end of it, it also has the exit time, which also have not that one, sorry, that's a blackboard. Okay, by the end of it, it also has an exit animation time, which I've chosen again from the exit animation styles. It is a slide reveal out from the top, right? You can see a preview of the whatever style has been given. Okay, now same as for the pictures. For text animation, they also give you a lot of style. For example, if I let me click on the text, you can see the selected object in the timeline. So as you can see, this is the text object. So it also has enter animation time. So to that, I actually set to type in. So it actually types the word on the given time, in the given time, right? You can change the time by dragging this bar up and down. So for now, I think I've changed to from one from 1 second to, I think I changed it to let me see. Okay, 0.67 seconds for enter animation time. So it will go on for that how much ever time you given it. Okay. Okay, it's pretty simple actually when you getting used to it. And I want to talk about the keyframe. So when you drag the time scrubber, you see I've synced the second animation from the first animation. See, it's like the PowerPoint is going up and down. How I did that was I actually matches the grid value and the offsets of this image to the next one. So it had the same column start and column end and the offsets, right? And I did the same animation, so it's going up and the second one is coming from below. So it's like a matches the animation, right? Okay, now as you can see, it has the entering time over here and the exit time on the first object. Okay. Now, actually, you can make this as a template. Like if you wanna reuse this, I'll get back to that in another video. If you wanna like reuse this, you can actually save this as a template, and you can see in default you have a save all option, but you can select a scene, a specific scene to save, and you can save it as a new project with a new template, and you can use that, reuse that, or make changes to it, right? I'm not going to do that right now, so let's get out of it. But the scene 3 is basically same template. I have the text and the images uh, coming up from below and the first one going above. Okay, actually what I want to talk about is animating the character. So let's go back to our scene 2. Let's drag the time scrubber. Where is scene 2? Okay. Oh, you have to select the object. Okay. So we have our scene 2 over here. Now, like I said, let's ungroup that. Okay guys, so adding resumes in Videocraft is really easy. All you have to do is right click on the voiceover and you see an option says add resumes. So this option is only available for AI generated voiceovers, but you can add it manually. I'll show you how in later. But for now, let's click add resumes. You see the sentence which you are going to animate. Let's add it. And you see the voiceover object is it's by default all the objects have been grouped together and added to your voiceover object, right? See, now like I said, it's gonna add a lot of objects. For example, for this sentence it has added 567 objects, well, grouped the same characters, right? So yeah, now what I want to do is, let's go back, collapse the group. Now you see I'm gonna play the scene.
Is that 95% number real? Well, close enough. A 2025 MIT report found 95% of.
Okay, now pessimist has been added. What you want to do now is arrange it to cover the character's mouth, right? So what I'm going to do now is just drag it and resize it. That's it. And place it right over our character's mouth, right? Okay, now we uh, we run into a new problem. You see the character's heads wobble, right? It goes away and the mouth shape stays in the same place, so it doesn't look right. What I want to do now is actually, let's say at this point I'm gonna place it here actually. You know, you see at this point the head starts to move like that. So what I want to do now, I want to move the mouth shape as well. So click the mouse shape and you can ungroup it. When you ungroup it, you have the freedom to move only that mouse shape around the canvas, right? So after you ungroup it, you can just move it, right? Okay. Now you're gonna have to do if the head is going like that, you're gonna have to do each mouth shape. You're gonna have to ungroup each mouth shape and place it where you want it, right? Yeah, it's gonna take a bit time, but much easier than drawing each shape by hand, right? Ungroup it, and I want this mouth shape bit like that. select the mouse shape, ungroup it, and move it. Okay, so you get the idea, right? All right, so now the only thing left us to do is render it. So like we rendered our GIF animation, all you have to do is go to render, and this time choose video and give it a name. So like tutorial 1. Hit confirm, and you can see the rendering video in renders in progress tutorial 1. So I'll come back after it's done rendering, and let's see what we done so far. Okay. Okay guys, so I'm back, and our video has done rendering. You can see if you go to renders completed, and under videos, see we have our tutorial 1 mp4. So at this point you can either play it or you have the option to download it, right?
AI is everywhere.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna end the tutorial from here. On the next tutorial, we will go into other functionality of the studio. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.